All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Value three. Value three.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Goff. The hitter here, it's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll run him here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills have taken the early lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Still going. They can't stop him. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10. first down. Allen over the middle, complete. It's Love. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
17.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Al, we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Gano's kick is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. final shot before half for Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now Allen looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throwing on third, Goff. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 3rd and 2, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Goff now looks to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. Right there. All day, baby.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Goff now on second down. And open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Godot's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to